Hi, I'm Bill,
I'm Laurie.
and if this is the first time dropping into the channel, welcome. Well, we were not satisfied with how things turned out the other night when we did the Safeway Select ready-made dough. So we're giving it a second shot tonight, and we're going to manage our heat a little bit different. We were disappointed in that the dough tasted great. It was a good dough, easy to work with, and
We
I
didn't
just
quite give it justice.
yeah, we didn't give it justice, so we're gonna rectify that tonight. We hope.
We had a ring of char.
We did.
That's what I call it.
We did. Fortunately, it made a big uh, pizza, so from a volume perspective, we didn't lose a lot. It turned out great though. So
So I had this dough out for a couple hours. I
yeah,
don't, I don't,
I think you recommended at least a couple hours, right?
I don't really know if you need that much time.
And we want to thank our viewers who kind of responded with seeing that video that the contents of the dough, things such as sugar, olive oil, I think were some of the call outs. You know, it had been a while since we had cooked a ready-made dough, and we weren't thinking about those aspects, and then how we might want to manage the heat on our Unicota 16. So right now, this thing's been warming up for 30 minutes on high. Right before I launch the pizza, I'm going to turn it down below the uni low to a really small flame, just about to where it's out, and see if that helps us a little bit tonight.
Well, with the L burner design, you have heat from two sides, and I think when you make a larger pizza, then it's just closer to the flame. So you just have to be more aware of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be featuring our Change More a bit in the coming weeks. We're also getting a newer model Change More from the Change More store on Amazon. There'll be a link in this video description. We were very pleased with the pizzas we were able to make in the original Change More. It was a new experience for us working with wood pellets, and at times I used a little bit of charcoal. So we're looking forward to getting the new Change More. It has a thicker pizza stone. It better insulated to retain heat. So we'll do a kind of a comparison between the two, and then we'll be cooking some more using the wood pellets. And many of you are wood pellet
Users.
pizza oven owners already, and you know you've commented on how you prefer that that style of cooking versus the propane. So just want to give you a heads up that that's going to be happening here in the next few weeks.
I think this is about the same size.
Yeah, it's about close. And you know, we'll have to check the temperature of the people that we're camping with, but maybe we could make another group camping trip pizza video. We'll have to see. Some people are a little bit camera shy and don't want to be involved. So okay, that's good.
Maybe I'll put some more sauce.
Yeah, just put a little on there. So by the time you see this, you should have seen our New York pizza dough pizza from Kitchen and Craft, a new recipe that we tried. So that video should be up by the time you see this. That turned out to be a tasty pizza dough.
Now, the only difference is I used a food processor rather than a mixer to prepare the dough. That's the big difference. And it's only about 30 seconds. And I'll wait for the helicopter to go by.
It's actually a Cessna 172.
Oh. Anyway, it's only about 30 seconds in the food processor. And I chopped up more pepperoni because Bill likes chopped up pepperoni.
Uh-oh, I didn't dust the,
Oh, it's a good thing you remember.
I'm a little bit behind here.
And he likes cheese on top. Okay.
We about ready?
Yeah.
Let me put this down here, and then I'm going to step around to the side. Hang on, let me just get...
We always just drag our pizza onto the peel, and that seems to work out okay. Okay, you want to give it a shake?
Okay, I think it's going to work.
Okay.
Now, you should be able to see from this oven cam here, let me bring it in a little closer and adjust it a little bit. We have a very low flame in there. We're going to go low
Yeah.
and slow.
You know, usually our pizzas take about 2 minutes, but this is a larger pizza, and we're going to try and keep it away from the flame. So.
And I think we're going to be getting a new infrared thermometer that will go up to a higher range. This one taps out around 659 F Fahrenheit. So we're looking forward to that. And the one thing though with the flame being lower in the oven is that you can't see what's going on back there.
Oh.
But it's definitely
It's
popping
really
up.
coming up, rising. Wow, it's really coming up.
It is really coming up. I can poke those.
I should maybe set our timer and see how long it's going to take.
Yeah, low and slow. So, don't forget we have 12th Avenue Cuisine Insiders. Now that we're back at it, we'll be putting some additional content up there on Facebook. But what's really more important to us is sharing your content. So it's a great opportunity to put videos up there, tips and tricks that you find with whatever pizza oven you may use. It's pizza oven agnostic. It's really just about being out in your backyard or wherever, using your outdoor pizza oven.
Yeah, if you're using it for other things besides pizza, that's fine too. And so the old Changemore, what was that? Made about a 10-inch pizza? I think?
It'll handle a 12-inch pizza.
Oh, the old Changemore?
This Changemore will do a 12-inch pizza just fine.
Okay. Well, this one, it's been about maybe a minute, 2 minutes. Only been 2 minutes. So
Okay.
we may want to make it, cook longer.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be a longer cook, and that's fine. The
Because we
important,
want to make sure the dough is thoroughly cooked.
yeah, we want to make sure the dough is thoroughly cooked, and we really want to position the Safeway Select ready-made pizza dough in the best light. We didn't do it. We did it a disservice the other night. We were kind of out of practice, and again, it was a very tasty dough.
Mm-hmm. It
And
had a really nice chew.
so that's kind of where we're at right now. Quite a big difference from the other night. And I'm just going to tweak it up a little bit. This is where I got in trouble last time. But I'm just going to...
Well, what if you pull the
Just a
pizza
little bit.
closer to the
I just did
opening?
it a real little bit.
You move it away.
Yeah, it's positioned
Oh, okay.
well. Yes.
So it's a lot longer time.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, imagine that we have a backyard of friends and they're eating hors d'oeuvres, having a beer maybe or a glass of wine. You
Yeah.
don't really have to rush, right? You just need to keep a nice, relaxed state. And
I always like to make roast asparagus.
yeah,
As a good
we have some videos
appetizer.
on that, don't we? Yeah. Along with a ribeye steak.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think it needs more time, or
I think I'm just gonna rotate it
one more time?
one more time because again we're really kind of looking good.
So a lot of uni people in the Facebook group mentioned that they do cook their pizza on the uni low. I mean the uni ultra low. We don't usually do that, but we usually make only about a 12-inch pizza, and we usually make our own dough too.
Yeah, and this is probably made for an oven, home oven. So when you start thinking about temperatures and things like that, but I think we're getting close. Your timing?
Yeah.
How long?
It's been about 5 minutes. I think we could call it.
You want to call it?
No.
Hang on a second. Or we'll let our audience decide. You think it's done enough? Or do we put it back in? We'll be right back after this commercial. You want to go with that?
What do you think?
Well, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay, this is the part of the video where we like to let the pizza cool for a couple of minutes before we cut it and try to eat it. We also take a few pictures for 12th Avenue Cuisine Insiders and our Instagram, 12th Avenue Cuisine. So we'll be back in a few. All right, we're back. So
Okay.
let's see how we did. And I think I elongated it a little bit when I launched it. Laurie's pretty good at round. Okay, I'm hearing a crisp.
Nice crisp
Yeah.
crust.
Oh yeah.
And can you cut me a small piece? Oh, sounds really good.
Small pieces right here, I think, sweetheart.
Okay,
Is that going to be?
good.
So we're not sponsored by Uni, but this Uni rocker blade, it's definitely a thumbs up pizza cutter.
Okay.
Okay, here's a
Whoa.
little.
Well, you'll have to take a picture of that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's get the rise cam. Here, let me get inside your. Okay, that's a nice rise.
Yeah.
That's a nice rise. Yeah, I think we're cooked on the dough.
That's good. Ooh, it's really hot.
Yeah,
Ooh, it's
we might have rushed it a little bit.
burning my finger.
Okay, well that's why I gave you a napkin, and let's turn this off.
Okay.
All right.
Give it a try?
Yeah, I don't want to get my. So, a little bit of char, but I think that's to be expected.
One thing, this dough contains malted barley flour, and I understand that kind of enhances the browning of it.
Oh,
So,
yeah. One thing, if you could see the underside is pretty brown.
but very crisp.
Very, very crisp. So here we have a demonstration of a store-bought ready-made dough from Safeway Select, and we were able to cook it on a very low flame. Now we heated up the pizza stone on high for 30 minutes to get that stone nice and hot, and then before we launched that pizza, we turned that flame down so it wouldn't ignite the sides as it did the other night. Yet this slow cooking method has produced a very crispy crust for those of you that like the crispy crust. We tend to like crispy crust. We're not a big Neapolitan style pizza fan, but a good rise here. Again, that rise is going to be in part based upon the characteristics and traits of your dough, but also how you choose to stretch it out. And so if you leave a little bit of a rim, you're going to get a little bit more of a rise. But
yeah, you want to keep your fingers away from the edges. You don't want to press out all your gas bubbles.
Okay, well, I don't know about you, but I know that I can sleep again at night knowing that we put the Safeway Select ready-made dough
in a good light,
in its proper light, because it is a good dough choice. And again, it's for people that may be working their way up the ladder of developing their dough making skills, and yet you want to be making some pizza with your outdoor pizza oven. It could be a good option if there's a Safeway in your area that carries it, or else maybe a Vaughn's, I think. But again, we've done Trader Joe's, had a good ready-made pizza dough. Whole Foods had the Terra Nova pizza dough from either Brooklyn or the Bronx, New York, which was a really nice dough. It took us 2 times to learn how to cook that properly. So there's plenty of options. So what's your thoughts?
I think this is good. I mean, if you're in a hurry and you didn't make any dough, but you need to feed your family, this will work out great. And I don't think you need to keep it out for 2 hours. I think it makes it easier to stretch when you leave it out longer.
And again, what were the key ingredients? I know you kind of read the package this time, and
it had wheat flour, it had the malted barley flour, salt. There is a little bit of sugar and some olive oil, which also enhances. It's good for flavor, but it also increases the likelihood that your dough might burn, more likely to burn. But
yeah, with the first Safeway Select dough ball, we definitely had ignition flame on the outer edge towards the left rear corner of this Unicota 16 with the L burner design. So, all right.
I think that's it.
Okay. All right, Safeway, good job.
Thanks for being there, only a block and a half away.
Right. And Laurie, thanks again for cutting up the pepperoni into smaller pieces. I really appreciate that. Anything else we want to say?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, you're out of sync. If you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up. But anyway, we appreciate our subscribers, and we appreciate those of you to take the time to drop into the channel. And we love to see your comments and questions. And it's also an opportunity to learn something about you. So you might want to check out 12th Avenue Cuisine Insiders on Facebook and share some of your content and what you may be doing, in particular based upon where you may be located. With the summer coming upon us, it's probably a good time to be outside with your outdoor pizza ovens, entertaining or just cooking something up for your family on a nice night. So, all right. Thanks again for dropping into the channel. Other than that,
see you next time.
See you next time. Good job, Laurie. This is good.
Is it?